Welcome to the second recording. Today, at the moment, we have Danni and Gabby, along with me, Ashley, and we will be joined later by Amber and Beth, both of which have had momentarily problems, so they can't be on time. Or Amber might have fallen asleep. We don't know yet.
Beth is at work, so she has a good excuse.
Yeah. Amber might have just fallen asleep, which is a rubbish excuse. It's not like she has things to do, you know, being a mother or anything. I'm randomly eating a bag of candy, so that's going to be happening during the entire video. Alright. Well, let me just open up our questions, and everybody can introduce themselves while I'm doing that. Danni, you're on the left this time, so you start, and then Gabby.
Okay, just give me a moment. Where are you? Wait, I'm not leaving. I'm just shutting my door. Okay. So, I'm Danielle. I play Isabel Lightwood. Definition of fun. Gabby, go.
I am Gabby, as everyone has well said, and I play Ruins and Death.
And I'm...
Jace here in Dope.
Who cares about Jace? No, I'm kidding. I'm... What's my name? Ashley. I'm Ashley.
You.
I had a momentary lapse of judgment.
Oh, really? I think it's the candy starting to get to you, girl.
Candy buttons, I mean, let me tell you. My name's Ashley. I play Jonathan R. Defu. Something like that. All links will be in the description, by the way, if you're ever wondering who the fuck we are. And basically what we are doing is we are making a video. We do this once a week. There is no set schedule because everybody fucks around for so long. And some of us have lives, you know, and jobs. And some of us just sit here all day eating candy. So, you know, it's a hard not life.
You don't have a job, how do you candy?
Magic.
That magical school money. And basically what we've done is we've compiled a list of questions. And we basically go through and we answer them all personally. And we sit around, debate them, and make fun of Gabby's expressions most of the time. So, we are going to start... we are going to start off in the same order we introduced ourselves. And we're just going to go through a couple of questions. This time we're going to feel the need to... Whoa. Text message. It was Amber. Basically...
She's not sleeping then.
No, she still has people over. And basically feel free to take a little time to explain while we're boo-bopping around waiting for other people. So the first question is, would you ever consider playing someone other than your current character? Why? If you would.
Yes, because I almost made a Magnus Black, as I mentioned in the last video. And I really like him. Because he's
Sarcasm is coded.
sassy gay character. I love him. I love him so much. But yeah, Gabby made me make Izzy instead. So, not that I don't love Izzy, I love Izzy. Izzy's great. Yeah, Gabby.
I just realized I have a light out in my room, which is why my room is so dark right now. Anyway, I love making vlogs. I don't necessarily know how much time I do have to make another one, but I did want to play Natsu Dragoneel, who is going to be my basically for when you see posts about me. He's Fairy Tale. I also want to maybe either revamp my Anakin Skywalker blog or revamp my Arya Stark blog. Haven't decided which yet.
Okay. Would you ever consider playing someone other than... Well, I already have 3 TMI blogs, 2 of which don't even get used. And I guess maybe. I did kind of toss around the idea of making a Valentine or a Jocelyn at some point. I had tossed around the idea...
Jocelyn.
Oh god. I had tossed around the idea of making a Simon at some point, but... I tossed around basically making every character in the TMI fandom. Let's just go ahead and admit that, because I have a serious addiction. Why? Because I'm bored and lonely in life. Sad, but true. Alright, next question. How did you get started in role-playing?
Many, many moons ago, so many that I'd lost count, but I randomly stumbled onto the forums on Neopets. There was one that was just conveniently labeled role-playing and had a little dragon thing dressed up in armor. I thought it was cute, so I checked it out. And next thing I knew, I found an Inuyasha roleplay there that was accepting people, and I joined. It's a little OC that was like a half-wolf demon child. Yeah, she had a wolf demon that was like her best friend or pet. I don't even remember. I think she was her pet / best friend. That also just kind of took care of her. But yeah, that's what happened.
Alright.
So, I'm actually going to skip over when I actually began role-playing, and I'm going to talk about how I started role-playing on Tumblr instead, because that's far more interesting than my role-play habits outside of Tumblr. I began role-playing on Tumblr like 4, maybe 5 years ago, and the reason why I started role-playing is I was a fan fiction writer, and I posted those on my personal blog, my first personal blog, and people were like, oh, you should really start role-playing. I'm like, you can role-play on Tumblr? Being the idiot I am. And I started actually my Anakin blog because a friend of mine, who at the time was named Bella, said, oh my goodness, you should be my Anakin. And I said, okay, done. And I made it, and she helped me create the theme of my blog, helped me get started, and then the rest, I say, is history.
Alright. Conveniently eating my buttons over here as well. I'm gonna go ahead and do kind of the same thing Gabby did. I started role-playing on, MySpace. Back when MySpace was totally the shit. And, I started role-playing... What?
The MySpace?
Yeah, I had a MySpace. I was totally in the crowd, guys. And I was role-playing on MySpace. You still have a MySpace?
No, I used to.
I was about to say, how fucking relevant are you? And basically, I started role-playing there, and I did Doctor Who for a while, and I bumped around to Facebook for a time when it came a thing. And I had always had a Tumblr just for, like, fandom blogging. And I figured, one day I saw this person reblog something that I had just followed on the recommended. It's like, oh, they're writing something. And I had, like Gabby, I'd been writing fanfiction for some time. And then ended up finding a little niche of people who roleplay. This is about 5 or 6 years ago. Maybe something like that. Probably around that. And they were roleplaying just Harry Potter OCs or whatever. And I randomly just joined in. Just made someone and ran with it, and here I am 5 or 6 years later, still doing this as my main source of entertainment and friendship. Yeah.
I should totally admit, you guys included your Tumblr lives. I'm apparently the baby's on Tumblr out of us three. I've only been on Tumblr 2 years now. Yeah. And my first Tumblr blog was actually a roleplay blog because my friends from this other forum site, Solia Online, if you've ever heard of it, you get cute little avatars and dress them up like crap. But let's see. Some of my friends I was RPing with on there moved to Tumblr, and I just followed. So that's how I started Tumblr, with a Batgirl blog.
Okay.
What is our next question? Where the hell are you going now?
I'm shutting my door again. Calm down.
How did it reopen?
My cat.
What has been some of the most memorable experiences of role-playing?
Man. That's a hard one. Go to Gabby.
What?
I have to think.
Alright. So now that we're going out of order, I have a couple memorable experiences, but I'm going to name one of my top. I have to say that my top is always when, you know, those Tumblr famous blogs, you know, the ones that you think, holy shit, they're so freaking good, follow you and then say, hey, you know, you're pretty good, do you want to RP? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not good. Who are you talking to? Me? No. And it got to the point where actually just recently, where I posted, somebody sent me a question asking me, well, your formatting's really amazing. How do I format like that? Or does it matter if you format properly? And of course, I replied that no, it doesn't really matter. You can actually get a long-winded response from me if you actually send me a question, people. However, I posted about a couple other people, and I tagged them in it, and one of them responded saying, you know, I've been admiring you from afar from a long time now. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Why haven't you come talk to me? And it's really cool. So now I'm going to soon start role-playing. And I think that's one of my top experiences, even though I have a couple more. Danni or, you know, Ash.
Okay.
Next.
I think I have mine.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you see.
Oh, I'm not doing this on purpose, sorry. I have to say, just making friends in general within the fandom. Because, role-playing can be lonely sometimes, especially if you don't know anyone in the fandom, and you're just like, hey, I'm going to try this. And then, you know, you make friends, which is fantastic. Like, you know, I made Gabby through Danni, or met Gabby through Danni, and
Meet Gabby through Danni.
shut up, Gabby.
That is so perverted.
And now I can't get rid of her. And met Ash through Gabby, and now I don't think I'm going to be able to get rid of her either.
No.
Especially now that she's high in candy, she'd probably run to each of us and back.
Hopefully.
If I don't die of cancer first. Which I probably will at this point. Fuck, there's so much candy. Like, literally, you can't see it, but every inch of this table is covered in candy, and I don't know what to do. Alright, back to the question.
This is your top experience.
My top role-playing experience, I'm pretty much just gonna cheat off Danni, because it's the same experience. I met my best friend in the entire world, through Tumblr. I met her when I was in the TVD fandom. My best friend, we still talk today, you know, we're really close. And then obviously meeting everybody in the TMI fandom, you meet such impeccable people, and you meet people that you can have lasting bonds with, and it's just kind of incredible. And that's probably the most memorable.
Can I edit my response then?
Huh? What'd you say?
I'm editing my response. So.
Oh, go for it.
No, you can go finish.
Okay, I'm pretty much just that. I mean, meeting people, being a part of things. I think one of my greatest joys was when someone came up to me and they're like, all right, so here's what I want to do with you because you're so good. Or when someone comes to you already wanting, with this comfortable feeling of wanting to do something with you, like it's practice. Like they can come up to you, all right, here's my idea, and you go, yes, let's do it. It's just a comfortable kind of joint feeling when you know that you can turn to someone and say, I have an idea. And then it just goes to this cinematic experience that you go in through. And that's my 2 cents. That's my most memorable moment. Gabby?
So just to add on to what I said before, besides, saying when you get that person in there, yes, it's amazing to have all these friendships, which I apparently have a lot since most of my phone is the contacts from those I've made RPs with. I would have to say one of my favorite experiences, though, is when you can do, multiple fandoms with one fandom. So it's just TMI, The Got, Once Upon a Time. One of my favorite things, I have to say, is when you have people who never interacted before and who interact with you start interacting with each other. And maybe that didn't make any sense what I just said, but basically, none of these people would have met if it had been for somebody else introducing them. And then maybe they wouldn't even have had, if they had met, they wouldn't have had the comfortability of going to saying, hey, I have this idea, do you want to do it with me? And it's really fun to see two people that you cherish deeply interact with each other.
Basically, Gabby's tooting her own horn and saying, look, you fuckers, you're only here because of me.
I actually was not even thinking that. Why do you think it sounds so bad?
Don't make me laugh while I'm taking a drink. Jeez.
Why am I blushing every time you say something about me? Go away.
Alright, let's get on the next one before Gabby self-combusts. Oh, this one's a good one. If you woke up in your character's body/universe for a day, and you only had 24 hours, what would you do? And you can do each character, because I know that obviously the GOT and TMI Universe would be very different experiences.
Well, let's see. If I woke up in Game of Thrones, I would probably find a nice oasis and hide under a rock so I wouldn't die during those 24 hours.
Well, if you woke up as your character.
There's just so much death in the Game of Thrones world.
If you're Danni.
If you woke up as Danni.
As my character, well, that just makes it totally different, because if it was me personally, I'd be screwed. Woke up with Danni, I'd probably just hop on a dragon and take a ride. I mean, you can't really beat that.
Oh,
Plus,
no.
I'd totally crawl onto bed with Dario as many times as possible, but, that's just me.
I haven't even seen season 3. Thanks, guys.
Sorry. Well, I'd also crawl into bed as many times as possible with Drogo if it was season 1 that I woke up in, so... it just all depends on the season I woke up in.
Who was sleeping with today? Oh, what season is it?
Yeah, who's alive right now?
Alright.
So what would you do with Isabel?
Woke up as Isabel. I'd go hunting demons, because I just think that would be awesome, just whip them around and crap. And probably go sleep with some people there too, I'm sorry.
It's a giant orgy for all of us, damn.
Yeah, just, seduce Jace.
Seduce Jace.
No big deal. Alec will never know.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Go, Gabby, just go.
Gabby, just go at this point.
Just go, Gabby. Go.
Okay. So, if I woke up in Jace's body, first of all, I would, I'm not gonna lie, I would take a look down there just to see how big. Second,
What's worse is Gabby had the exact same thought I did.
and then of course I would talk a little bit in his accent and try to melt over it, or try not to melt over it since it's my voice. And then I would train at the institute, and then I would really go fight demons. I want to do those flips. I want to fight with those swords. Oh, it just sounds so awesome. And Jace is the best because kind, so I already got those muscles behind it. Yeah. Okay.
The sad part is everybody,
Girl.
huh?
It's your turn.
It's your turn.
Sad part is everybody even already knows my answer.
It's a mixture of mine and Gabby's, isn't it?
The candy hurt me. I would pretty much just well, Sebastian would play with himself for a little bit, just see how things worked, and then he would just go have lots of sex and kill a lot of people.
So you would basically become a serial killer for a day.
No. Now everybody's like, well, fuck, who are we friends with? No. I would probably just have lots of Sebastian. No shame. No shame.
No shame needed.
What's one thing you could... What's one thing you wish you could change about your role-playing?
I really don't know, because I kind of like how it is, but sometimes I don't. Today is actually a good day in role-playing for me. I like how I'm writing today. So, I don't know, I guess being able to be consistent in, like, links and whatnot. I don't know. Just go, Gabby, I don't know.
I would have to say the consistency of drafts. If I could just bank the drafts like that, like some days I can go through the drafts like no problem. Other days I have this dry spell where I'm like, ugh, I don't even want to see you right now. And I really rather, be able to have a high consistency of drafts where I'm not making people wait, because I hate making people wait. And yeah.
Mine would probably be that I would be more comfortable role-playing with people. That I wouldn't be so picky, because I am picky. And I think that's just because I've come from a community that was such a niche of picky role players, and if you didn't role play a certain way, you never got any role playing time. And so transforming into another community where it's more laxed and more easygoing, it's kind of hard for me to get back into the swing of things. So maybe just being able to role play with more people and be easier going with that'd probably be something I like to change.
Were you seriously just trying to eat some rope bites, Bella?
I think I'm going to promote you and make people role play with you just to make you uncomfortable. And revenge for all this stuff that you said about me and being God.
Because you are so sexy.
Next question.
What's one thing you wish you could change about your role-playing community?
Oh, this might be really hard to say because I'm going to offend so many people.
Okay, mine's going to offend more.
The TMI people, because I've not been in there, but like maybe I've not even been there a whole week yet, have I?
No, you haven't.
It seems like it's been longer than that, though. It feels longer.
Well, your role-playing community.
Just the Game of Thrones people.
No.
I wish there wasn't so much hate, and I wish people would stop comparing themselves to other people, because it's going to get you absolutely nowhere. Like, there's so much competition between the different Dannis, Sansas, and Cerseis, and I just think they all need to get together and hug, because, like, I have no issues with other Dannis. And I also have a Sansa blog, but we're not going to talk about that. I have no issues with the other Sansas either. I have absolutely no issues with doubles of my character. But there's some of them who would rather tear you down than help build you up because you're a competition for the Drogos and Darios and whatever out there. So I just wish that competitiveness and the hate would just stop.
I did notice that when I was RPing with some of the GOT people.
Mm-hmm. It's really obvious and really painful. That's why when a Danni follows me, I always follow them back to be like, "Hey, sup, sister?"
I would have to say, there's a couple of things I would change about my fandom. First of all, this fandom really needs to start cutting their fucking replies.
Oh, thank God you
Sorry,
said it.
but please cut your damn posts. It's really easy. In fact, I think that we should do a whole tutorial on how to cut posts.
I've done plenty.
Tag it in.
It's done nothing.
I know, but just another thing is, I really need to help this fandom. I don't know how much more I can take of scrolling. And I don't want to unfollow you guys because I really do love your characters. You're pretty good with your muses, but please start cutting your posts and posting it in text. That's all I need you to do. I am not really that big into if you see me formatting my replies. That's for me. I like formatting my replies. That doesn't mean you have to do it. It could be in a paragraph. Just don't give me one-word answers, blog and text post, and cut your replies. It's 3 things that are really simple, and I don't think enough of our fandom does it. I really don't, and I'm really sorry, guys. I do love you guys, but you gotta do it. And Ashley's frozen. And you gotta do it. Like, it just, I can't. There's a reason why I roleplay with so very few people within my fandom. It's because I can't handle constantly editing your replies. I already have to edit my own replies. I can't be worrying about yours, too. And I know that sounds so harsh, so mean, but it's so true. Please. I'm begging you. Please. Pretty please. Sugar on top.
Gabby, you're so nice. See, Gabby took the nice route, and she was nice about it. But here's where I'm gonna get my hate, because I'm not gonna be nice. Well, I am nice about it. My thing is, I wish. See, I don't want to say it because it sounds so horrible, but I wish we just had more. See, I don't want to say it because it sounds horrible, because it's not what I mean. I just don't know how else to say it.
I think I know what you're going to say.
Alright, I'm just going to say it and get hate. I wish we had more quality TMI roleplayers. And I'm sorry that sounds horrible. I just don't know how else to say it. I wish we had more people that roleplayed with depth. I wish we had more people that cared about their characters and looked in when their characters and they made more sense. I hate one-line replies. If I'm not really in the know with those characters, or if I'm not close with the mun and we know how our characters work together, I hate one-line replies. In my rules, I specifically say one-line replies will never come from me unless I'm really close to them. It's in my rules, and the fact that I had to put it in my rules hurts my heart, because I love these players. I love some of these characters. Go ahead.
Or when they don't read your rules.
Oh, not reading my rules makes me so angry.
I'm really sorry, people, but you gotta read rules. Every fandom, you have to read rules.
Because
it's just common courtesy.
Another big thing is when people try and come in with, oh, I'm your sibling, or I'm your twin, don't you know who I am? Or I'm your child, or I'm your step-parent's uncle's forgotten sister, and it's really annoying. In my rules, it specifically says, Sebastian's only sibling is Clary. Sebastian's parents are Jocelyn and Valentine, and then obviously Lilith is, his demonic mother's role. But I don't like people coming in, going just this random plot that I've never been told anything about. I want to plot with people beforehand, and I want to see the TMI role-playing community not be so lackluster. Out.
We were just talking about basically why we would change, what we would change in our fandom. Why? I just want to add something. Yes, what we're saying is kind of a little harsh, and we're really sorry about it because we don't actually want to offend most of you. But besides not putting in post, not posting in text, not writing out your replies more than one word, without reading the rules, and guys, come on, cut your posts. The reason why we're saying about the quality is because, well, what Ashley was saying about the quality is, you got to put more depth in your character. It's not about, oh, who am I sleeping with next? It's more about what kind of chemistry can we create if we're going to do a ship? What kind of storyline are we putting in it? I mean, would we like the TMI fandom so much? Would we like the TMI series if it didn't have any storyline to it? I mean, there would be nothing there. We want to embrace what we've learned in the stories and put more life into it, put more depth into it with our own twist. Yes, I perfectly understand that because I do my own twist with Jace, but you have to really embrace the character, show them, yes, I understand what they were saying in the book, or if you're a movie person, I mean, I have a personal issue with it, but that doesn't stop me from RPing with you. But if you're just following from the movies, go more into it. Find out more. Look up information. Say, how much depth can I really give my character? If it helps, I actually bought myself a book pamphlet that says Shadowhunter's Guide. I use that for quality role playing. I use that to find out what weapons they use, how do they train it with. I go on Shadowhunter's wiki and I say, put in the wiki thing for let's say a Steely. What exactly does a Steely do? How do I explain a Steely? And I use that information when I get there, put it into my own words, and create something with it. And just by using those alone, I've already added depth to my description. Now, how do I add depth to my character? I use, oh, he has an angelic face. Yeah, he has an angelic face, but do you see his personality? It's hardly angelic. And that's something that people are looking for. People are looking for how much depth you give a character. I mean, even if you're not looking at the TMI series, I'm going to use the GOT fandom for a second, because I personally follow a lot of GOT people. There's this one person named Lion who puts such depth into his Jamie. And yes, his responses are amazing, and the way he formats everything's amazing, but if you really look at his character, you see that inner struggle, and then you see his calm facade that he puts on the outside. And I'm like, holy shit, that is RPing. That's like a novel role play. That is something I want to do for my character. How do I do it? I look up as much information as I possibly can. I reread the series as much as I possibly can. Right now I'm rereading the series. I do it every year, once a year. I reread the series. So, hi everyone.
This is the third time.
I, Danni, have decided to take up the poster responsibility to use these bitches being able to work hard.
Blame the Wi-Fi.
Sorry. So, what I was saying before, did it get my rant, by the way?
Got like most of it, yeah.
What part did it stop at?
Fuck me, I don't know.
I thought Ashley is a little swirly circle.
Alright, so
I am not.
You are, oh my god.
Explain what my rant was again. Basically what I said before was try to really go into depth with your character. Be that person that takes up the responsibility of what can I do, such as research-wise. Read the books, watch the movie, look on Shadowhunter's wiki, do all three. I do actually own the movie because I'm using it also in case I ever need to RP with someone who's never read books, and I don't want to be that, total complete asshole who is like, well, I'm not RPing with you then. Besides that, you don't have to worry about how you format your post so long as you actually post something that's legible. Can I understand you? Are you speaking properly? Are you writing properly? Yeah, if English is not your second language, English is not your first language, I understand. If you have a disability, I perfectly understand. But if you're really, if you're really going at it and then I can't understand you and I say to you multiple times, could you re-edit your post? there's going to be a problem. If I have to edit your post, even though I'm already editing my post, it's going to be a problem. And I'm not sure that if it's a problem for everybody else, but I know it's a problem for me. Just take the time. Take the time. Reread your work. Cut your thing. If you're on mobile, seriously, don't respond to people. Do memes. Do ask. Understandable. But just don't respond to people. Wait till you get to a computer, just so people can really, you don't have to get your post properly cut. You just don't. I'd rather you reply to me later on when you get on computer, even if it takes you a long time, than you actually responding to me, on your phone, due to the fact that you can't cut your post. Which, by the way, I've done phone.
Yeah, there is a way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I've
There's
done
a tutorial on how to do it too. We should find that and post it to the blog.
Seriously, we
post some
should.
tutorials, guys. Really need it. Let's move on to the next question, unless you have something else.
I kind of wanted to make a comment about the whole
go right ahead.
quality thing. What I have noticed, coming from the Game of Thrones fandom, the land of novellas and all freaking huge posts, the TMI fandom does very little actions and more so just dialogue, which doesn't really allow you to get into the character's head. It's usually a good idea to post actions, character thoughts, whatever, to get that meatier post that people are looking for. It helps a lot to understand because, if you say, "Oh, Grandma got ran over by a freaking trucker,"
I thought
I thought it was a reindeer.
I was trying not to say Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. If you say Grandma got ran over by a trucker and just put a period, and that's all your post is, how are we going to know if you're upset over your grandmother getting ran over by a trucker? I mean, really. For all we know, you could be freaking excited that your grandmother just got ran over by a trucker. Okay? I know Jace is probably going to be happy his grandmother died, but still.
Well, his grandmother did actually die. If you forget.
I read that.
Sorry. Alright. No more talk of grandmas.
But yeah, that was just my commentary on that. Sorry.
Does anybody else have anything else to add?
Popped in my head.
Are we good if we said our piece?
Yeah,
we're good.
Gabby's gonna like this next one. Gabby's gonna like this next one. What are your thoughts on the upcoming COA movie? Do you think it'll happen? Do you wish it would happen? Do you wish it wouldn't?
Well, you go first.
Yeah, she still goes first.
I was gonna go first. I kind of have mixed feelings on it now that I have actually read the books and watched the last movie. Because it's next movie. But then again, it's also, the next movie. Because, after seeing how many inaccuracies the last one had, I'm kind of dreading this next one because of inaccuracies. But at the same time, I'm really happy for it because it means more people are getting exposed to the fandom. Go, Gabby.
Shit.
You didn't answer the question. Do you think it's going to happen?
Probably. I mean, it's on IMDb. Usually, most things that get put up there happen.
If you think about Percy Jackson, they didn't think that one was going to get a second one, and it did.
Yeah.
Percy Jackson was amazing, though. And I read the books.
The books are good. The movie was... The movie was
but they
terrible.
in the second movie, they explained that it's going to be 20 instead of the 16 thing. So that made it work for me.
Anyway, continue.
And they fixed her hair.
Yeah.
I guess it's my turn now.
Yep.
So basically, as you all know, I was not a big fan of movies. I was exposed to the books first due to my British friends saying, "Hey, you're going to read books." And we both, the movie was decent. It was entertaining enough to the point where I would actually spend money on it. But would I want to go see a second movie of it? Most likely not, but if I'm going to use it for research purposes, yes. I don't think it's going to happen. And personally, if it didn't happen, I wouldn't be that depressed over it. Sorry, people who really love the movie, please don't hate on me. I just had that. Go on, your turn.
Oh, okay. Thought that would be longer.
Me too. I was trying so hard to be good.
I've done actually a good bit of research into the City of Ashes movie. Mostly because my friend started off, she had only seen the movie. So I really kind of wanted to know. I actually liked the City of Bones movie. I'm sorry, I just did. It had a lot of inaccuracies too, but what movie from a book does not have a shitload of inaccuracies? We were talking about the Percy Jackson movie. Holy fuck, that was so bad. It was so bad.
Yeah, but Logan Learman is really hot to look at.
So is fucking everyone in the TMI movie. They're all fucking gorgeous.
Done.
Anyways, and I mean, movies can somehow get better. I mean, you said the Percy Jacksons get better with the second one because they figure out what audience they're looking at, and they made a comment on it when they were, I think they had an interview with Lily, I think it was, and they were asking her about the second movie, and I think she said something along, well, we really got our demographics wrong on the first movie. We need to make a lot of major adjustments because they geared it too young. And really, The Mortal Instruments is a very serious, I mean, it is a young adult's book, but it's more adult than it is young. And it's very serious. So they talked about how they're going to have to do an overhaul and make a lot of changes. I do think it's going to happen because certain actors and actresses have been signed on to do it. I know for a fact that they have casted the role of the Inquisitor already. And it's going to be, what's her name? The woman who did the Giver movie. The lady who was the lady with the long hair.
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. I think she's been maybe. I think it's her or one other lady. They had like a straight.
Meryl Streep's in it. It's got to be like a decent movie.
Yeah.
Meryl Streep would make a great Inquisitor though.
They've casted. I mean, I don't know whether or not I'm getting the name wrong. I could be getting the wrong person, but I do know that they have made casts for the movie. I do know that the City of Ashes does have a cast, and I do know that they have started a script from what I've researched. Whether or not that happens, whether or not it comes to an entirety, I don't know. You think about how long... You think about how long it took to make a Sea of Monsters. It took ages for them to come up with that, it seemed. So you never...
2 years.
Well, I mean, it's a little more than that. I think it was like almost 3. But let's see. No. Sigourney Weaver. She's playing the Inquisitor. Not Meryl Streep. She played. She was in Alien. She was in Avatar. She's won a bunch of Oscars.
I know who you're talking about. I'm trying to see her in my brain.
She's the lady from. What
role did she play in Avatar?
She was the science lady.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
She was in. She did WALL-E. She did Baby Mama.
All right.
Basically, anyway,
Yeah,
she's done a lot of famous roles. She's very famous. Let's just leave it at that. I know she's been casted as the Inquisitor. So I do think it's going to happen. Whether or not it'll be any good, we can't be 100% sure. But I do want to give it a chance. I obviously want to see it made because there is that chance, like Danni said, it'll bring more people into the fandom. And, I mean, it does have a chance of being better. They do say they're doing an overhaul. They're re-examining everything. So maybe it will get better. You never know.
Well, they can fix Streep's hair.
That's a personal problem with you.
Maybe we'll actually make Clary ginger.
Yeah, that was weird. And have freckles? She didn't
Her
have
hair
freckles.
isn't actually red in the movie. That's just like crap. It's like Jocelyn's hair.
It's hard to
And
fake
Selena
ginger.
Headley. I love her.
She's great. What's our next question?
Next question
She's not as a
is
ginger, though.
actors as far as any future movies. Who would you like to see play Sebastian?
I don't know. Sorry.
I don't know either, because I just got introduced to him in the books.
I kind of like the actor you have playing Sebastian.
Evan
I don't know
Peters?
his name.
Yeah.
He's pretty good Sebastian. I wouldn't have a problem with him as Sebastian.
They're thinking of doing that dude from Twilight.
Which dude from Twilight?
He's got black hair. He looks like the movie.
Oh, are you talking about Emmett, the guy who played Emmett?
No. He was one of the little vampires in Eclipse. He was
The last movie?
Oh, wait, I know who you're talking about, but are they going to change his hair at least?
No. Well, since Valentine had black hair, I think they're going to keep it.
No, here's the problem though. Sebastian dyes his hair in the book. Sorry, spoiler. Sebastian dyes his hair in the book, so he has this look about him. But right after he gets found out who he really is, he goes back to being his natural hair color. So his natural hair color is literally almost the same color as Danny's hair, or Daenerys Targaryen's. It is silver, white silver.
Silver blonde.
It's silver blonde, whatever you want to call it. That's his natural hair color. And you have to be true to it. I mean, sure, I understand it's black in the beginning because when you meet Sebastian, it's black hair. But Jonathan he says silver blonde hair, you have to go with it. And, you already made so many inconsistencies with the last movie. Come on, try this time. Read the freaking book this time.
Maybe they'll fix it.
Just don't take freaking book quotes off of the freaking wiki pages and throw them into your movie.
Thank you.
This is not a movie debate.
Conveniently in the correct spots.
Alright, your response now to it. I'm sorry.
Obviously, Evan Peters.
Evan Peters is really cute.
He is. And his butt, though.
Sebastian's really cute in the books, too. I'm not going to lie.
His butt, though. Alright, are we done with that one?
Yeah.
Thoughts for actors for Maya?
When do you think Ashley will be on? No, Ashley. Amber will be on and Beth will be on.
Beth.
Amber just texted me and said that the people are still over at her house.
Beth should be getting on probably within the next 30 minutes or so.
So, for those of you who are staying tuned, I am guessing Beth will be on shortly. We are still unsure about our Clary, who is Amber. So bear with us.
But thoughts for Maya?
I don't know that many Latino-looking younger actresses at all.
The girl from Glee. Girl who played Santana.
I don't want. So does that count?
Girl who played Santana. Santana Lopez.
I don't want.
She would work. Yeah, I like her.
I had heard someone, it was a way long time ago, probably last November, someone had a Maya blog and they used Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez would be a decent choice. I mean, she's not exactly my ideal choice, but I think she would make a decent choice.
Yeah, you just have to throw her hair into dreads. Well, not dreads, braids. It's close enough.
I really do think that that I need to research more actresses before I can make my final judgment. So I'm gonna.
I would say Janina Gavankar, but she's kind of old for the role.
I'm gonna go with whatever they're telling me that we should go with. So.
Alright. Are we done with that one? We've had a piece?
Yeah.
If you could be one supernatural character / species from the book, who and why?
What did you ask me?
If you could be one supernatural species from the TMI books, or the Shadowhunters' entirety universe, what would it be and why?
Gabby, you can go. I'm thinking.
Oh, I'll wait for you.
You look like you already know what you want.
I always know what I want. I'm Gabby. Here, let's go with your responses usually.
No, really, Gabby, go. I'm thinking.
Fine. I would be a shadow hunter or a Nilothium. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Nephilium.
Nephilium. I have
That was
had.
nothing.
I would actually, before even I got into this fandom, I was always into the fallen angels and their offspring. I always found it interesting, and it just pronounced even more once I came into fandom. So, or the series of the books. So, I would definitely go with the Shadow Hunter. I want those ruins, even if they hurt me. What is that face?
I'm gonna torn between, Shadowhunter and Fairy and Warlock.
I can still picture you being a fairy.
I know, right? But, I have to say Shadowhunter because, they're basically the kick-butt center of the book series.
They're the warriors, I think, of the series.
Hmm?
They're more of the warriors of the series, while just represent something different.
Yeah. And, like Gabby said, those runes are awesome. I don't care if they hurt me. Then there's, I would choose Fairy because they're supposed to be half angel, half demon. And my cousins always make this joke that I'm a demon. My grandparents always tell me that I'm an angel. So, and, I think it would be interesting to lure someone to their death and trap them in a fairy circle, make them dance to death, basically. And
Jeez, you have to say I'm bad.
Warlocks are awesome because, come on, Magnus Bane, his eyes. I would love to have cat eyes. That'd be awesome.
But what if you turn into a warlock that your skin is green or blue?
I deal with it. There's magic for a reason. It can make yourself look normal if you want to. And plus, if you're on the decent side of being a warlock, you could mess around with the shadow hunters all you want. So, cough.
Hint towards Alec.
Yep. Ash's turn.
He looks like he's still thinking. I'm sorry, what was that?
Can
I don't
they
speak.
hurt
Hurt your tongue?
Can they hurt?
Well, stop eating candy.
Okay. What? Fuck me. Ow.
You don't feel like fucking you.
Not
Maybe
tonight. Anyways, I would probably be a demonic shadow hunter. Because, Sebastian's such a...
definitely a demon personality in you.
Because Sebastian's such a bump, and I love him. And frankly, he's such a badass. And his strength and his abilities are just so awesome. And frankly, I would love to have the power to get away with pretty much anything that I wanted. Like, someone's a bitch to me, chokehold, throw him into the ground, kill him. As dark and morbid as that sounds. But that's probably my answer.
Or a morbid person.
I am a morbid person. But yeah, that's my answer.
You want to make someone dance to death, isn't morbid?
That's true, she did say that. Alright. Next question.
Yeah.
What do you think of the ending of the infamous Magnus and Alec relationship? Do you think it'll have an end? Obviously, do you think they'll ever part? Do you think Alec will eventually take Magnus's side and be with him forever? Or do you think that... What are your thoughts, basically? how's this going to end? If it will end.
I don't think I get an opinion on this. I haven't even got to the part where Alex finally admits that he's with Magnus.
So I think you can skip that.
Yeah, so you have to kind of skip me, because I can't have an opinion on this since I don't even have the point where, you know, Alex like, hey, I'm gay.
For me, it's kind of touching back to the point where Jace and Clary don't get that happy ending, we don't think. Because, I mean, if you really think about it, Jace and Clary will not have a happy ending due to the fact how Jace was raised.
Yeah.
Or, going back to the human world. Magnus, on the other hand, is an immortal being. He is. And Alec already showed he had a problem with that. That's why something happened. I'm not mentioning it to one person here.
Okay, go.
Okay, so he has a problem with it because, he's immortal. He's already had lovers in the past. He has lovers. He will probably have lovers after him. And it's just how things will go. And I think Alec can't handle that truth. So either he's going to end the relationship for good, or, Magnus will stay with Alec until Alec's time comes. And maybe it's, during, when he's young, because Shadowhunters die young, or when he grows old. But I don't think the two of them will have a happy ending together. I don't think Alec will take up any offer of immortality. One, because it'll end a contract with Jace, and two, it's going against his own kind even more than he already technically has.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good.
I mean, that's pretty much my opinion as well. I think all relationships will just... I hate to say all relationships in this fandom are just going to burn. Because it seems like it when you're really considering this fandom was never meant to have a happy ending. No relationship will get to have an happy ending. I mean...
We're basically got in the making.
Right. I mean, the only people I think that are going to make this and still be together are probably Jocelyn and Luke. Because, I mean, they went ahead and they just tied the knot. They said, alright, we're here, we're still alive, let's do this. But, I mean, I don't think Magnus and Alec are going to last.
Thanks for sharing that.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forget. I forget.
I'm conscious I'm about to spoil you.
I just forget because I'm a dumb fuck.
You should have said cover your ears.
Sorry. Yeah,
well,
that's
at least I know one of my parents will survive.
That's my opinion. Next question. Is everybody done?
Yeah.
Next question.
So for the record, I do have to be leaving here around 11 now.
Gotcha.
Apparently, I had to get ready for
your dog.
My puppy's coming home.
What was the worst death for you out of the entire series?
Sitting here trying to figure out how many people have died since I started reading.
You might want to cover your ears for ours.
Everybody already knows mine.
Since the only death that I can remember off the top of my head was the Inquisitors, I'm going to have to go with that one.
That one was
Especially
sad,
since
though.
Gabby spoiled me and told me that she was Jace's grandma. And that just kind of made it hurt more a little bit after that. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to have to go with.
But in her last moment, she looks at him and she says, your father would have been proud. And he doesn't understand. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so my worst death scene, I have to say, would either between the death of the Silent Brothers, because that was really creepy, and I'm gonna have to say Jace, because the way Valentine picked him up afterwards and cradled him, you could tell right there and then that there was a love between them. He did love Jace as his own son. And even if in the sick, twisted, morbid way that he did, he loved him, and that, oh my god, I could not stop bawling my eyes out. I was like, damn it! I love Valentine now. And that's mine.
Okay, mine's obviously Sebastian. Because everything in my life obviously revolves around Sebastian, it seems like. But it was so fucking unfair. We discussed it in the last stream how unfair it was. And we discussed it was just horrible and tragic. And it broke my heart. It broke my heart. Okay. You can talk now.
I'll give her a thumbs up whenever she's good.
Yeah.
So next question.
10 years have passed. What are your characters doing? Since the end of, obviously, Heavenly Fire.
Go on. She hasn't gotten that far yet, so she can't really.
Hopefully, still kicking butt and taking names. That's what I'm going with.
I would have to say, I actually do have an adult verse for Keith. I thought that much ahead. And if he's still alive 10 years from now, I pictured him running the Institute, probably, and teaching the next generation how to be a better shadow hunter. I could picture him taking on disciples and being like, all right, we're doing this. And then with Alec, I could so see him and Alec kind of working out their partnership still and going out, doing their thing. And for me, I'm just like, yeah, I want more of that. But nobody wants RPO with me, so.
Well, considering mine's dead.
How would he be in hell?
Fuck you! How do you not go into hell?
Suntan.
Jonathan would not go to hell. Okay, seriously,
No,
Jonathan.
Sebastian would be in hell. Jonathan would be in heaven, okay?
Probably very toasty. They would probably have a lot of time for Valentine and Sebastian to sit down and talk about their feelings.
Because that would be hell for them, talking about their feelings.
If Jonathan had lived and he was able to snap out of the whole Sebastian thing, how do you think he would be 10 years later?
Conveniently, I have a verse for that, but no one fucking wants to roleplay with it.
Wait, so he would try to redeem himself, you think?
Oh, definitely. I mean, obviously he would be, the way I think about it, he would be, what's the word? Ostracized from the community. I mean, he would obviously, no one would really trust him, but he would try to find some, I don't think he would have cared as much as the rest of the people, as much as he would care about probably Clary and maybe Jace. And trying to just make them understand that relationship and be like, you know, there's so many things we could blah 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 to make up for. And he would just try and make them understand that there is a difference between Sebastian and Jonathan. And he would just try and form some sort of relationship, as broken as it probably would be.
Alright, so we should do that.
Definitely.
I'm already thinking of my kind of verse for this too, and I have the name put down. Good.
My hurt.
Next question. Where's Beth?
She's probably still on her way home. She lives like 45 minutes to an hour away from where she works.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Alright. Marry, fuck, kill. Jace Whalen. Valentine Morganston. And Jocelyn Morganston.
Ah, that's not fair to Jace. Oh wait, is it me who has to do it for
Everybody has to answer it.
who? For our character?
For those three people, I'm assuming.
For your characters, yeah.
Well, I mean...
But if...
As
Oh,
our
yeah, because
characters.
you're already Jace Whalen. Okay, then make yours Sebastian. And mine will still be Jace. And yours will still be
Okay.
Jace.
So this is Jace. As Jace said, I would do it. Okay.
Okay.
The only person who
So-
changes is Gabby's.
So, marry Jace. Fuck Valentine. Kill Jocelyn.
You would fuck Jace's dad?
After you married him?
The problem here is he's not into girls. Sorry, Jocelyn.
Oh, geez, I just realized the mobility of mine. That's his parents.
Alright, so, Jake would, what was the...
Marry, fuck, kill, Sebastian, Valentine, or Jocelyn. For you.
He would,
Shit.
it sucks. he would, kill Valentine. You know he loves him. Probably. He'd fuck Sebastian. And he'd marry, Claire's mom. That was so hard to admit.
Ooh, I love the next question, though.
You didn't answer yours.
You have to answer it.
I was trying to avoid it. Shit. Marry, fuck, kill, Jace, Jocelyn, Valentine. For Sebastian. Probably marry Jocelyn.
He'd marry his mommy.
Oedipus did it. Probably fuck Jace and kill Valentine. Which he's gonna fuck Jace anyways, so we're just... It will happen.
Gabby,
It will
add
happen.
Beth to the call. She's home.
Oh, how do we... Oh, okay, yeah, right. Give me a second, folks. I'm adding somebody to our call.
Momentary relapse.
Shut up.
Guest star Alec Lightwood.
So the person entering the call is now Alec, or otherwise known as Beth.
Welcome to the call, Beth.
She's not
She's
on.
not answered yet.
Fuck all of you then. I'm eating a lolly.
Stop with the candy.
I'm gonna
It's
get...
either going to go rotten.
That's the point. I already have cancer.
So we think.
So we
Thanks to
think.
WebMD.
WebMD.
This face does not approve.
It's okay. Last time I thought I had internal bleeding.
She's a,
Hypochondriac.
yeah, thank you. She's a hypochondriac. So if she gets a scratch, she thinks she's dying.
I have mad cow disease, you know.
Alright, so Beth will be joining us whenever she answers her phone. Meanwhile, we'll move on to the next question and add her in.
It's such a good question. I have to read it because it's long, kind of. You wake up. This is you. You as in you as in you. You wake up. It's 6 a.m. in the morning, and all the lights in the house are dark. You stroll out of your bed. It's like a fucking story. You stroll out of your bed and make your way to your bathroom. You don't bother to turn on the light, as you notice an illuminating form standing within your bathroom mirror. You see them.
Freak me out.
You see them and realize it's your character. They look at you in the eyes and ask, "Where am I? And who are you?" You have 60 seconds to say anything you ever could have wanted to this character. Note that the time before you see them is a time before a crucial point in their storyline. Like, mine would obviously be City of Heavenly Fire. Jace's would be probably City of Heavenly Fire. Yours would be probably City of Glass, since that's what you want. You have 60 seconds to say whatever you want to your character.
Oh, wait, I can say... Oh, so we can't say something even random. It has to be something to do with that.
To, like, help them?
You can say whatever you want to them. But I'm just letting you know the confines of it are... They are in a certain time, so if you wanted to use those 60 seconds to say something to them...
To, like, help them,
you could. But you could also say, "Oh my god, can you just take your pants off for like 3 seconds?" You know, it's just up to you. So, obviously, Danni starts.
Okay. So, first of all, my thoughts are, why the heck am I up at 6 a.m. in the morning? Really? But I wouldn't say that to Isabel. What I would go with, well, obviously, you're in my bathroom with the crap, and you don't tell her my name. Then I'm going to go with the fact that this would probably be before Sebastian ends up killing Max. And just tell her not to trust Sebastian and to smack him out before he can smack her out. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with.
Okay.
Plus, probably also be the, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're standing in my bathroom.
I love you. Please take your shirt off,
So I say, oh, by the way, our Alec just left again. She'll be coming back soon.
It didn't. Her computer, she said her Skype was frozen.
Okay. So I think for me in general, I was up at 6 a.m. and I saw illuminating golden lights, golden orbs in my bathroom. I'd freak the fuck out. And I would turn around and be like, holy shit, you scared the living fuck out of me. Because I curse really badly in the mornings if I have the time to do it. And I basically, if he said to me, who am I? I'd be like, you're Jace Hirondale, you're a Hirondale bitch. And if he said, where am I? I'd be like, you're in my bathroom. Oh, by the way, I'd really watch out. First of all, you're going to rock this thing. Don't sweat it. Be confident in who you are. You got this shit. I wouldn't give him any hints because, first of all, Jace is a very smart human being. He's able to grasp things like that, unless it's a mundane thing and he has no idea what the fuck you're talking about. So I would let him do his thing, because if I gave him too much information, he's going to overthink it, and that's going to throw him off of this game. So I would just be like, got this, be confident, go. By the way, can I see you shirtless, please?
Take off your pants.
Take off your pants, please.
Just strip down. You want, join me in the shower. And then you go.
Just moan my name really quickly, and then this is all I need. I guess it's my turn. I would probably be like, well, first he would be making smart-ass remarks about who the fuck put him in a mirror. Where the fuck was he? He'd be talking for like 20 seconds because he wouldn't ever shut up. And then I'd probably say, alright, mate, shut the fuck up, listen to me. For one, I love you. For two, you're not worthless. For three, you're not a monster. Listen to me, I've got a plan. Get the fuck out of there. It's not gonna end well. Just get the fuck out of there. Don't trust anybody. Get the fuck out of there. He would probably go, no, everything's gonna be fine. No, mate, I know how this ends. Get the fuck out of there.
By the way, you be freaky.
By the way, take your trousers off. I just need to see something. And that would be my
We're
question.
very perverted here.
We are. Good thing there's like a not safe for words disclaimer in the opening credits.
Well, we're gonna have the same credits as last time, but this time it's all about me.
Yeah. Alright, well.
Oh my gosh, hello!
Now we have Beth.
Beth is our, Alec. Beth, could you please say your URL?
If I could, I would let,
Something Indonesian that starts with a B.
Bananarama.
what it looks like. If I butcher this, I'm sorry. It's, Bianjania, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Shirley, you okay?
What does it mean?
It literally means his shadow in Indonesian.
His shadow as in Jace. See everything we're
Exactly.
Okay.
Alright. Well, you are currently in the center of the screen. It's important to know your placement because that's how we answer questions. Our current question
So
we're on...
Danny, you, and then me, and then you.
Yeah. The current question we're actually on, I will go ahead and just rehash so you can catch up on it. And I'll go ahead and read it to you, so please do pay attention. You awaken at 6 a.m. in the morning. It's dark and you can't see anything. You stumble out of bed and go to your bathroom. It is then where you go to turn on the light, you notice an illuminating form standing in your mirror. You notice it's your character, and they're asking where they are. You have 60 seconds to tell your character anything you could want to tell them. To note, it is for in their world, moments before a crucial part of their storyline. Me and Gabby went with City of Heavenly Fire. You can go with City of Heavenly Fire too if you want. You have 60 seconds to tell them whatever you want. Go.
Her face!
Shit gets deep on this show, okay?
She's gonna get along with us fine.
It's like, baby, I know you gay, but please.
Horrible. Oh my god. What did I get myself into? That's my question.
It's some hardcore shit.
No.
Fun times.
Oh, so I have to answer that now, or?
Yeah, you have to answer it now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Don't go to Camille, Alex. Just don't do it. It's a bad idea. You'll be unhappy with your phone. Yeah, pretty much. Tried to ask Max. Yeah. Yeah, that's my answer. I don't care.
Alright.
It is
So,
10:49 at night, and I just got off work. I don't care.
alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and just try and get through a bunch of quick ones before Gabby has to leave.
And I'm posting this thing, remember?
Oh yeah. Well, it's gonna take forever to buffer if we remember. Next question. Oh shit. You have three.
You know, we can save some of these questions for next time, too.
Oh, definitely. This will probably be the last one for this one. And then we'll just talk.
Okay.
You have 3 wishes. Your character has 3 wishes. They cannot bring anybody back from the dead. They cannot force anybody to love them. And they cannot change their state as a person. Like saying, Sebastian can't wish to be human. Or Jace can't wish to be an angel. They have to stay who they are as a species. So you have 3 wishes.
Damn.
Can't bring anybody back from the dead, can't make anybody fall in love with you, and can't transform into any other kind of species. Starting with Danni.
Dang.
That's a hard one.
That's a really hard one. Can we just skip me for while I think? That's just hard. Because Isabel can't bring Max back. And that was
That's
one of
what
her
Alex
wishes.
would have done. That's what Alex would have
Gabby, you look like you already know.
Just go to Gabby.
I think about these things really.
Go to Gabby.
Gabby,
Go
you
ahead,
can
go
go
to Gabby.
first.
So I'm actually going to do a loophole because there's always a loophole in things. Jace would one of his wishes would be a way to talk to Valentine to ask him why him. Maybe to see if he loved him. He would just like to talk to Valentine. He wouldn't want to bring him back. He just wants to talk to him, get some answers from his past. A second would be a way to talk to the Hirondale family. He wants to see his parents. He wants to know who they are so he can get a sense of who he is. And the third would actually be the oh, can you not kill people?
I never said anything about not killing people.
Okay. He would probably say the extinction of demons so that way his kind and the kind that he protects could be safer.
But then what would be the point of
But
them?
then he'd be really bored, so then he'd probably, actually not wish that. So let me X that out. His wish would probably be the happiness of those who he cares for that's still alive. He wants them happy, even if he's miserable.
Okay.
I think I know mine now.
Alright, go ahead, Danni.
Why?
Okay. Isabel would wish that her brother could come out without being scared of, people's reactions and stuff. That he could actually admit to the fact that he had a crush on Jace at one point in time.
We knew about the crush.
She would wish that she could have been there when Max died. Not so she could prevent it, but so that he would have had someone there to hold him at some point in time. Sorry. I don't mean to make people sad.
No, actually, you and I were on the same page.
And let's see, her last wish would probably be that she could find happiness in her life, with whether it be with Simon or someone else, just happiness in general, and not have to worry about anything bad happening.
All right.
Okay, so you and me, Danny, were actually on the same page. But Alec would probably have some way to talk to Max, tell him he was sorry that he wasn't there, and that he still loved him and everything. B, one of his wishes would actually probably be to marry Magnus, even though, short time span, all that jazz. And C, God, this is a hard one. He just wants Isabel and Jace to be happy, even if it's with Clary. He doesn't care. So, yeah, there.
That remark there that Jace is now curious about. What's wrong with Larry?
Fuck you.
That's yours.
Mine's hard. Because Sebastian can pretty much get what he wants, but the only thing he wants, he can't get with the witches because of the rules.
He wants love.
I would think he would want to wish a way to I think he would want to wish a way into existence where he could connect with Clary and make her understand everything that she doesn't understand about him. And the same way with Jace. Maybe like some kind of Shadowhunter mind meld or something, I don't know. But like a way for her to know that even if he is a monster, he does have these reasons and he does have these thoughts, and he would want her to, even if she does continue to hate him and does continue to say no, for her to fully understand why she had not. The second wish, I guess, would be taking over Idris. Because it's not against the rules.
Not.
And maybe the third wish would to be wish up some friends.
Aww.
Maybe to have Jace join him. Maybe Alec can come. And Isabel. And he could just have a rowdy group of Shadowhunters that love him.
If he stopped with this whole taking over everything thing.
Oh
Be friends.
Yeah. Get on the human again verse we already discussed. Then we'll talk about it. But yeah, that would be my 3 wishes. But since Gabby only has 4 minutes, let's go ahead and do our sign outs. And then next time, from the beginning, we'll try and have everybody here. Unfortunately, Amber was not able to make it for the video. It is sad, but we will, of course, have her next time. And then, of course, Beth for coming. That's pretty awesome, and we will make sure to try and have her next time for as long as we can.
Hopefully we have a Drogo soon. Well, we can have
Valentine?
Yeah,
That would be pretty cool.
We're convincing Drogo to be Valentine.
or Rose, in other words.
Yeah.
You are,
Yep.
Well, I'm kind of trying to force her to do it, but both.
I'm like this close to just forcing the wiki pages on her and stuff and reading the book to her.
Yeah.
Just sit down. I'll read it to you. Once upon a time.
Anyway, you know what? I just really want to touch back really quickly on what we said earlier.
She's still thinking about it.
What?
I know you're still thinking about it. I watched you.
What?
The quality one.
Stuck.
Talk, Gabby. I'm curious.
Okay, so basically we were talking about before, was what's one thing that you changed about your fandom. And we touched based off of quality, quantity, basically cut your damn posts,
That.
cut your damn posts, try to put more depth into your character either by reading the books, looking at research, you don't have to format, just try at least to put more than one line.
I'm sorry.
What the hell are you doing?
My battery's dying.
Okay.
Run.
Basically, for me, though, is I want to push back to saying, guys, please start doing your research. If you're looking at us right now saying, oh, this is just TMI fandom, this is for every fandom.
Every fandom we've all been in. I mean, I've been in a shitload of fandoms. Gabby's been in a shitload of fandoms. Danny's been in a shitload. Beth's probably been in a shitload. We've all probably been in every fandom there ever was. It is Go ahead.
I have over 15 different blogs. So
we have experience in many fields, as Gabby was saying.
The thing is, like, you gotta cut your posts. You know what? Not just cut your posts. If I'm already editing my thing, you know, my verse, my pages, my everything, you see my blog, take the time to look at it. I really work hard on my blog to make sure it's easier for you to understand my depth, my character, my understanding of my concept, my beliefs for my character. If I'm editing my threads, why am I editing yours?
Yeah.
Why should I? That's not fair to me. Should I RP with myself?
I've done that before.
Me too.
Ditto.
So basically, just really work on your own thing. Really try. I'm picky about who I RP with only because I can't stand to scroll down. I can't stand to see one-liners. And God, do not God mode my character. You are not my character. I am my character. He's my character. You can RP your character. There's a way to do it. If I say, he gently took her by the hand and lifted her hand to kiss her, that's different. That's not God moding. I'm not physically moving her or acting as her character. She can then say she pulled her hand away. But if you're saying, I don't even know how to God mode and say it properly.
Like, say, then she then turned to...
punched him in the face and he fell over dead.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
There you go.
Don't play somebody else's character. Play your own character. And for God's sakes, do your research. It's really not that hard. I know that I was not very familiar with, what fandom was I with? Oh, I'm not very familiar with the Teen Wolf or Vampire Diaries fandom. I am still following those fandoms, and I'm learning from their threads what their characters are. And if we plan on doing a thread, guess what? I'm researching their character.
Exactly.
I want to know who they are, what they're about, and then that way I can see the kind of quality they are, the kind of depth they are doing. I have a RP about to start with Damon Salvatore.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I only watched season 1, and now I'm looking into this character to see where we could, you know, kind
Best
of bring
season
our
for
two
Damon,
pieces
anyways.
together. And to tell the truth, I'm looking forward to it because, yeah, it's not my fandom, but at the same time, I'm looking forward to looking at the depth. If you see the blog that I'm doing with, they're really good. They go into depth. They tell a story. I mean, I said before, would you have read the TMI story or the novels if it had no depth? Would you like it as much?
Yeah.
Could you go to a movie and see a movie that was just basically, oh, bang, he's dead, and then that's the movie? Or would you want a movie that would say, oh, the character is going through this trauma of time, his mother just died, his sister just died, and then he is having a relationship who's cheating on him. It's interesting. The drama is interesting. The love story is interesting. The death is interesting. Everything is interesting when it has death. It's well, there's probably more, but I'll let somebody else.
Alright, well, does anybody else have anything to say before we close?
I think Gabby covered it all.
Too much.
Gabby, let me tell you. But this, of course, will be edited and posted within the next 24 hours, hopefully. We, of course, thank everybody who's going to spend time watching us babble around like a bunch of idiots. We mostly watch it back ourselves and just laugh at ourselves being a bunch of idiots. But, of course, feel free to check out the blog, tmihelpers.tumblr.com. And, of course, the YouTube is also TMI Helpers, so please check us out. Please subscribe. Please follow. Feel free to send in as many questions as you want.
This ask you're asking about, or else we're just gonna answer at random.
Yeah.
Pretty
Make
much.
sure there is information on the blog on how to submit proper questions. There is all that, so make sure to check it out. Make sure to check all these wonderful role-playing blogs out. Their links will all be in the down bar, and of course all be on the blog. So until next time, chummies, I hope you have a brilliant night. Gabby is now going to go love on her puppy, and the rest of us are probably going to roleplay like a bunch of losers.
Well, I'm gonna roleplay too. I just have to get ready for my puppy.
Alright then.
Alright.
See you guys. Bye.